If you want a detailed look at this character with gear, build and stats that she is running, click the card link right now. Otherwise, we step into the lair of Nilly. Get ready for some explosions to fill up your screen. Number 10. Rib Cracker. A holy grail find is always nice and we start off with one. A pretty cool weapon in that as well, with a unique quarterstaff with lots of FHR, crushing blow and IAS. 10 off of perfect damage and not ETH makes this not the most valuable find, but definitely cool, as it sure did have its time in history. That being before the changes to Fury Druid, being the best in slot for that guy in its heyday. Number 9. Defensive Small Charms. Now I got a lot of decent charms of both the small and grand variety while doing these runs. Thus I've broken them down into 3 categories and we are starting off with the defensive ones. We have 2 small charms on showcase here. First being this with 2 to dex and 4 all resistances, and next being a standard 22 life small charm of Vita. Super useful on anything that needs it. Number 8. Melee Charms. We move on to melee charms next, and we have 2 pretty similar finds here in their own respect, even though their sizes do vary considerably. First we have a small charm with 27 to attack rating and 18 to life, very good rolls on both stats, and to pair with it we have a grand charm with 88 to attack rating and 12 to life. Much lower on the rolls, but still as useful in essence. Number 7. 7MF Small Charm. No, I didn't just put it on number 7 because of the 7 thing. But these I do believe are more useful to me and thus deserve a higher rating on this list, because I can't remember the last time I geared up a melee character. An MF character on the other hand, yeah, kinda doing it all the time. Number 6. Pole Rune. We found plenty of these in these runs, and that was kinda the point of these runs anyways. Of course, keys to the Ubers was something I was also farming, but running these areas I did plan to get rich on some mid runes for convenience in the future, and when I look at my haul, I gotta say, mission accomplished. Number 5. Poison and Bone Skiller. No matter what you're running, getting rich on skillers is something that I always appreciate, and especially the ones which are useful for my upcoming characters. No points for guessing what this one is going on. +1 to poison and bone skills for the Necro. Number 4. Mal Rune. Pulling from what I said with the pole rune, getting these mid runes is a gift from me to my future self when I will need these mid runes that you rarely ever focus farm but almost always feel like you need whenever you go to make an expensive rune word. Mal Rune, I will take it. Number 3. 3 facets. What's better than 1 facet choice for my upcoming fire sword? 3 facet choices. That's because for the showcase we have a 3-5 fire facet, a 4-3 fire facet, and a 4-5 cold facet. Aha, gotcha there, didn't I? That last one actually is the best cold facet I have as well, so I was pretty stoked to find it. 5-5 light is obviously the dream, but these unique jewels certainly hold their own. Number 2. Gold Rune. The mid rune that I was most happy to find. If you watched my LK runs, you would know that I wanted to find a Vex more than a Serve rune, and that is because of a Phoenix I plan to build in the near future.
Not to be a party pooper, I actually would have been much happier with something like a Vex rune, as I need those for Phoenix.
This girl actually will get me there, along with some other resources I have in my Gomule bank, and thus, this is a dub right here. Number 1. Metal Grid. Not the best in terms of resistance roll, since it can roll up to 35, but this is a deceptively useful amulet. First of all, it is rare, so that drives the value right up. Next we get to the resistance roll, which is reminiscent of Mara's, but instead of the +2 to skills, this thing has attack rating, which is a respectable 445 with a 5 off of perfect roll, but the dark horse stat are the level 22 Iron Golem charges. I always wanted to make a max damage MFing Wind Druid with an ETH Reaper's Toll Merc setup. Where do you get your mana regen from? Well, the answer is right here in my hands. Now that I've farmed all these keys, it is time to put them to use and farm some torches. Hope you like this, and next week we'll see the results of those Uber runs. Yours truly, with love.